Hey Virgos, how y'all doing? Welcome. We're going to be doing your second half of September general reading. We're going to start off with some animal energy and then get right into the cards. I got to tell you, the meditation I just did for you guys was so cool. There is no seal in this animal deck, like the animal, there's no seal represented in here. But in your meditation, I saw the image of a seal on the beach, just on its back, chilling and letting the waves go in and out and in and out and in and out. I actually had to look up the seal in my animal book because it's not an energy that I am terribly well acquainted with. But what I read was that it's about, you know, being in the natural flow of things, letting your emotions just kind of wash in and over you and letting them go, and just kind of just being an active participant and not trying to control anything, playing when you want to play, eating when you want to eat. It's about natural abundance and cycles and timing. And that felt very pertinent just because of the full moon in Pisces we just had, which we will be feeling the effects of for the next couple of weeks here, which is a very emotional moon, and it feels like you guys are kind of writing it out in this really lovely way. So let's see what's going on for my Virgos for second half of September. Oh my God. Yeah, I'm obsessed. So you got the snake. Yay, I know. The snake squigs out a lot of people, but I mean, it's my favorite. I just, when I was a kid, I always wanted to go see the snakes first at the zoo. Before I, developed some contrary feelings about the zoo as I grew up, but that's neither here nor there. The snake is beautiful. It's a healing, transformative energy. It's about shedding your old skin and getting a new one. It does feel like you're entering into a new cycle of abundance here, Virgo. And I feel like part of the reason behind that is because you have maybe had your fill of trying to control, or had your fill of having your hands on the steering wheel. I do love that this is an earth animal, and you guys are earth signs. So it does feel like you're in a beautiful place of alignment and great change. But it feels like you're going with the flow. It doesn't necessarily feel like a struggle or anything that you're resisting. It's kind of like spirit take the wheel, and you're doing that in a really beautiful way, and you're completing one cycle and moving into another one. It's really cool. I feel like you guys have been working really hard on that, but some of you not directly. If that makes any sense. Sometimes the work can come in our dream state. You know what I mean? We work out a lot of issues and shadow work in our dream state. I feel like that is the case for some of y'all. Okay. Let's see what's going on for my Virgos. Two of Cups. Okay, I'm so obsessed with this for you. Because remember how I said you're going out of one state and moving into another, and you've allowed spirit to take the wheel, and you don't feel the need to control, and because I feel like a lot of the Virgo readings that I have, I don't remember them after I do them for the most part, but I feel like a lot of the Virgo readings I've been doing have been kind of like a play-by-play on how to manifest, or a play-by-play on how to get where you're going. And I feel like you've gotten there, and now you can just kind of like enjoy the ride. And then you have Two of Cups here, which is true heart kinship and fulfillment and everything that fills your heart chakra with absolute joy. This very much speaks of romantic love, but it also is just about really like, wow, I want for nothing. I wouldn't change a single thing about where I am or where I've been. I feel no anxiety over where I'm going. God, this is so beautiful. You guys are just in a beautiful place. Remember when I said that thing about eating when you're hungry and drink? There's something in that natural cycle about temperance and really achieving a balance around taking care of yourself and that mind, body, spirit, emotional health and wealth. I feel like you guys are beautifully sifting into that, which is really, really gorgeous. Yeah, we are at the end of your birthday season here, but happy birthday to y'all that are at the tail end of the season, even my cuspers that are Libra cuspers here. But I really feel like this is like, this is absolutely beautiful. For some of you guys, this does denote romantic love coming in here, or having just arrived, or the potential for it here. God, I love it so much. Okay, what else is going on for my Virgos? Ugh. So, I mean, starting off with Two of Cups, I don't know if there's anything better, really. Ooh, okay. A lot of these came out. I feel like it's, okay. Here we go. Wow, there's a lot going on. Okay, so we have Queen of Wands. I'm obsessed with this. So a little info here. Queen of Wands is my favorite wand. I'm an air sign, but I'm a Sag rising, and I just relate to the Queen of Wands the most. And not just because she has a cat, but that has a lot to do with it. The Queen of Wands is very much about feeling very secure and happy in your home life, but it's also about knowing when to be active and going and getting after something, and also knowing when to be in a place of receiving and receptivity. She is an equal giver and taker. It doesn't sound right. An equal giver and receiver. She knows how to give and receive in equal measure. Do you know how hard that is? It's really, I mean, at least for me personally, I feel like that is something that, can be challenging, right? For even the most evolved of folks. Like a lot of us are really good givers, a lot of us are really good receivers, but to be equally good at both in an equal measure, that is something that the Queen of Wands has on lock. And the fact that this is clear, again, going back to this feeling of like happy, just feeling really good about where you are. And again, see how she's depicted by the Queen of Hearts here, and then we have the Two of Cups here. I love it, because then you also have the Justice key. Also depicted on here is the Queen of Hearts. Your heart chakra is about to be bursting and full and healthy and aligned and brilliant. There's a lot of healing that has taken place. Again, for some of you, this healing has been when you're sleeping. Not for all of you, but I do feel like for some of y'all. Because the seal, when I looked it up, the seal was very much about dream time and prophetic dreams as well. So happy home life, being an equal giver and receiver, absolutely stunning and beautiful. Knowing when to be active and when to be still, okay? Justice. By the way, this can be difficult. A lot of Virgos that I know, they always feel like they want to be working or putting finishing touches on something, or they're perfectionists and attention to detail and all of this stuff. This is a really beautiful way of Spirit saying that, okay, you are achieving a balance around knowing when to put the phone down or stop checking the work email. This is beautiful for you guys. I'm really excited for y'all. And you have the Justice. This is about justice again. This is a balance. I feel like the key, and again with the Two of Cups, and the Justice is traditionally depicted by the two scales. This is very cool. And two halves of a heart making a whole. There's something in that. That's interesting. Okay, I'm gonna come back to you. They're showing me like the image of the snake like sidewinding through the desert here, like a sidewinder, whatever have you. This state of being, I feel like has been well earned, but I feel like for some of you guys, it's kind of like, well, because for some of us, it's like, okay, I need to make some changes. I need to heal some stuff. I'm going to go to a retreat in Sedona, Arizona to do that. Just really random example there. But again, I feel like the feeling of this is like a lot of this has happened for you when in an unconscious way, or while you were looking the other way, or while you were sleeping, or something like that. And so just because that may have been how this came to manifest for you guys, that doesn't mean that there's a need to like doubt it or feel like you didn't earn it, because you have, whether directly or indirectly, okay? Now the Justice card is very much about what is yours, right? And reaping what is yours, reaping what is due you, receiving what is due you. It feels like for a lot of you who have been in a place where it's like, wow, I'm not quite where I want to be. Wow, I haven't quite manifested. Why haven't I manifested this? Why is this going this way at work? Why is this partnership not, why is this eluding me? Or why is my current partnership just feeling out of balance? Or it's like I feel like I'm talking to Virgos that have felt a little out of step with life, or felt a little out of step with their surroundings or given circumstances, and now you are like equal sure-footed. And I keep getting this image of like two halves making a whole and coming full circle. feels like you're in alignment is the best way I can think to kind of put this. And it just feels very like squeaky clean and like A+. That's what this feels like. Let's get a clarifier for this Two of Cups here. Go, okay. Okay, I can't with this. And then the Empress is on the bottom. She's been coming up in almost every reading today. Let's talk about this. Judgment, darlings. Judgment. To clarify the Two of Cups. The tagline for the Judgment key is look back with pleasure. Right? Guess what? This is the number 20 card. Back to that number 2. It takes two. Just the two of us. Two halves make a whole. There's something to that. You like my pun there? It's completely unintentional. But this Judgment is really looking back on where you've been and feeling, you know, a sort of like understanding and peace with it. I feel like some of you guys have been, you know, we're in a place where it was like maybe some regret over decisions that you did and did not make. Forks in the road. Going, God, did I take the right fork? Right? Some feeling around that. But I feel like you're finally able to look back and go, oh, that's why I took that road. That's why that had to happen. Because it had to lead me right here to where I am right now. There's a huge feeling of being at peace with where you've been, and therefore, like the way forward just really opening up for you. And I feel like this Two of Cups is also remarking on like really finding and sending love to yourself, your past self. Because remember, time is fluid, and what has happened hasn't yet happened, and what has yet to happen has already happened and is happening right now. And that very like Alice in Wonderland for me to say, but it's true though. It's timeline upon timeline and parallel reality and all of these things. So you sending love and compassion to your past self and for choices that you did and did not make is completely benefiting you in the now and in the future, which is also now and in the past. Also, dove is the symbol for divine love, and we have the Two of Cups here with the love. So, and here's what I'm really obsessed with coming up here too, because to clarify, the Queen of Wands is the Seven of Swords. Now, here's why I'm really loving this for you guys. Because the Seven of Swords, for me in this context, is about, yes, traditionally speaking, it is that thief in the middle of the day, but this is also about self-sabotage. This Queen of Wands here, you see this fox looking out with one eye? Self-sabotage is real. I feel like I'm speaking to a group of you who know that very well. Like, yeah, even things that, you know, you could be looking back at some of your choices or circumstances and going, wow, that was self-sabotage. Even though I didn't know it at the time, or it appeared differently, it was a wolf in sheep's clothing or whatever that was. But I feel like the self-sabotage we're talking about here is a fear of success, feeling like you're not worthy of what you desire, and so talking yourself out of a lot of things, or going, as soon as you go out for something, going, oh, well, you know what, it doesn't matter if I don't get it because I didn't actually put my all into it anyway. It's like that fear of like, if you really give your all to something and then it doesn't pan out, being afraid of that, because what does that tell you if you give your all to something? I mean, I'm speaking to the reptilian mind here, right? What does it mean from a shadow perspective to give your all to something, 110% to something, and then have it not work out? Does that translate to, I'm not good enough? I gave my all and it didn't work out, so I'm not good enough? So is it easier not to give my all to something? That way when it doesn't pan out like I think that it won't, it'll be buffered because I knew that I didn't give my all anyway? The point being, the self-sabotage days are over. Shadow days are over. I'm actually hearing the song Shadow Days from, who's that by? John Mayer. Shadow Days. My shadow days are over now. Oh my God, this is so, okay, they're sending me the lyrics. I'm sorry if I butcher them. I'm a good man with a good heart, had a tough time, had a rough start, but I finally learned to let it go. And I'm right here and I'm right now. I'm right here. And I'm open, knowing somehow that my shadow days are over. My shadow days are over now. Good Lord, that is absolutely what it chills. This is absolutely what this feels like. Shadow days, the days of self-sabotage, are over. I'm obsessed with this. Okay, let's get a clarifier for justice here, my gorgeous Virgos. I can't. It's Three of Pentacles. Three of Pentacles, Three of Pentacles. Let's talk about this. As it's aligning with the Justice card, because the Three of Pentacles is being compensated and recognized and rewarded for the work that you are particularly skilled at, right? Wow, you are very good at that particular thing, whatever that is. Wow, we're gonna hire you for the job because I'm hearing attention to detail. The one thing that may have kept you bogged down in a place of lack, over-analyzing, analysis paralysis, perfectionism, is actually now, because you've healed certain aspects of it, you've turned the shadow energy into the light. You've taken the darker aspects of your shadow energy and shadow side and turned it into a light source. Ooh. Virgo, I'll have what you're having. Thank you. No, but seriously, I feel like I'm talking to people who you have a particular eye for detail or particular perspective or take on things that you're going to be compensated for. I do feel like, Pentacles, we are talking about the realm of work. But I also feel like we're talking about, again, we're in a 3-year, I think I mentioned that at the top, where when things are really good, they're great. When things are not so great, they're not great. I feel like you've passed that. Now you're into the light aspect of the 3-year where things are about to be looking up for you in a huge way. And I feel the need to say you have earned this. Okay, this is not just falling out of the sky. It's a completion of a cycle. You've healed some wounds, you've shed skin, and now you're ready for newness. That's it. And again, I feel like it's so beautiful because I feel like those more shadowy aspects or those, darker aspects of yourself, that inner judge that we all have that tells us we're not good enough and not worthy and how we're never going to get what we want, we're not, worthy of love. I feel like that has been flipped and healed here. And it's really, really gorgeous. And those same things that you were down on yourself about have now flipped, and now they're going to actually bring you what you actually want. And what am I talking about here? It's like, let's say that you're a perfectionist, okay? And every Virgo that I know is, okay? Let's say you're a perfectionist and the shadow side of that perfectionism for yourself has manifested in nitpicking yourself and telling yourself you're not good enough or you didn't do a job well done or you didn't know when to put the work down and play. Now, turning that into a light aspect, your perfectionism is translating to an attention and an eye for detail. That a new job or a new relationship, but Two of Cups here, or a new situation is going to actually go, wow, you are particularly, well set up for this because of your perfectionism. And the shadow is transmuted into the light. You're getting what is yours. You're getting what is due you. That's the Justice and the Three of Pentacles. Okay? You're about to be seen for the beautiful and unique human being that you are. And there's going to be a huge benefit that comes out of that recognition and bounty and love and work. I see love and work here. Okay, we've got Pentacles and Cups, Major Arcanas, and the Wands here, again, with that happy home life and being an equal giver and receiver. You guys have mastered some true shadow work and lessons here, and it's really, really gorgeous to see. Oh, Lord. Okay, let's get an oracle. For you guys, gonna get a Archangel Gabriel oracle here. I keep hearing the song Shadow Days by John Mayer. You might wanna look up those lyrics. Okay, what's our oracle for my lovely Virgos? Oh, share your art with the world. It's time to allow others to enjoy your creative work. I cannot. Remember what I was talking about with this Three of Pentacles and being compensated for what you do particularly well? Stop, Virgos. Okay. I feel like this is covering a lot of different spheres. Again, share your art with the world. It's time to allow others to enjoy your creative work. Okay. Weird. Do you see that waterfall behind her? And I was getting that image of the ocean and the seal and just letting it come and wash over you. Okay, so I feel like on one aspect, I'm literally, and I've been feeling this during this reading, I feel like I'm actually speaking to artists. Anyone in the entertainment business, actors, writers, visual artists, even comedians, anyone of that world, I feel like absolutely you're about to be seen and compensated, and you know, the universe is ready for you now. Okay. Some of us, you know, some of you who are been working towards being in the public eye in whatever way, it's like, especially in the entertainment business, it's like, why do some people make it and some don't, even when they're, you know, quote, more talented people that have not made it? It's just, it's really divine timing and what the world is ready for, and, you know, lessons learned on the path and all of these things, right? But I feel like this is very pertinent for that group of you. Those of you not in the entertainment business or whatever that is, I feel like this is saying, share what makes you uniquely you. See how there's this other person here watching and seeing with the public, with others, with another person, right? Let yourself revel and color outside of the lines is what I'm getting with this too. Because again, getting back to that like perfectionist aspect of things, of like crossing the T's and dotting the I's and coloring inside the lines. And I feel like don't be afraid to color outside of the lines and get a little loosey-goosey coming up here. Whether it's interpersonal relationship with someone else where you let them see your inner depths and the inner workings of your mind, even though they might tarnish this image of this perfect you, quotes there, right? But it's time to really let other people see you and acknowledge you and appreciate you, okay? At the end of the day. Absolutely love it for you, Virgos. This was so gorgeous. I'm so excited for you guys. I really hope that this helped and resonated. If so, please let me know in the comments below. I would just love that. And just thank y'all. Thank y'all so very much for being here. And as always, just thank you for being you. And be well. Until next time.